Hey guys, I'm Dane, and today I'm taking a second look at the M16A4 assault rifle following some awesome streaks and gameplay I had some time ago with it. I did a review some time ago, way before the major changes happened in the spring patch and the summer patch, but after these awesome moments I knew I had to take another look at this weapon. Taking a quick look at the stats from Simthic, we see some nice features of the M16A4. And in the purpose of putting it into perspective, I'll be comparing it to the M416, which is an all-around favorite for the assault class. The M16A4 has got a RPM of 800, 50 RPM higher than the M416, and then a 650 meter per second muzzle velocity, making it great for hitting moving targets. Only bested by the AUG A3 with a muzzle velocity of 670 meters per second, while the M416 only comes in at around 600 meters per second velocity. The damage model is the standard assault rifle damage model at 24.5 damage up close, dropping off to 18 damage minimum at 60 meters. The magazine holds 30 bullets and 31 bullets with one in the chamber, also the standard model. The reload speed is something that the M416 has gotten a lot of positive points for, but I was surprised to see that the M16A4 has got an overall fast reload speed. The short reload is at 1.8 seconds, while the long reload is at 2.37 seconds. Now the M416, which is a favorite amongst many because of the reload speed, is actually a bit slower. The short reload is at 1.85 seconds and the long is at 2.4 seconds. I know we're talking about minimalistic numbers here, but I was still baffled to see an assault weapon beating the M416 in terms of reload speed. In fact, the M16A4 is the fastest reloading assault rifle out there. Moving on to the recoil pattern, we see more interesting number. A vertical recoil of 0.28 and a right pull of 0.28 with a left pull of 0.18. This is also better than the M416, which has got a vertical pull of 0.32, though the left pull is at 0.05 points lower than the M16A4. The first shot multiplier clocks in at 2.3, 0.1 higher than the M416. We start to see a great pattern here. The M16A4 is not only great with a higher RPM for close quarters with the fast reload for tricky situations, but it's also easy to control at long range with a high muzzle velocity, making the moving targets easier to hit, even greater than the M416. But the spread increase and decrease on the M16A4 isn't the best by far, it's in the mid-range. It's only got a spread decrease value of 9.7 with a spread increase value at 0.104. The M416 to comparison has got a decrease value of 11.1 and increase value of 0.098. Both are better than the M16A4. Of course these numbers are minimal, but if you're at long range, take a bit extra time in between bursts before you fire again. You'll benefit greatly from it. The way I ended up running this might seem a bit odd when thinking about the stats of the M16A4. I used the HD 33 1x red dot sight with an angle grip to reduce the first shot multiplier, but do keep in mind that for burst fire, the first shot multiplier is only applied to the last bullet leaving the barrel. This might seem odd as it increases the spread increase and decreases the spread recovery, as well with the angle grip that also reduces the spread recovery. But it was all to make it easier to control at long range. I just had to wait a bit longer in between bursts to have the most accuracy. I actually ended up treating the M16A4 as a high rate of fire DMR. Great and precise at long range for the duels against snipers, which I won a lot of, and a great RPM and reload speed for close quarters. This way I was able to control a lot of different situations because it's an extremely versatile assault rifle. If you've seen the M16A4 gun fun video I uploaded some time ago where I was having fun and going on amazing kill streaks with the weapon, you'll see some great kill streaks, flanks and pushes where I was in full control of the situation and I was able to do extremely well. I was amazed at how great it was and how well it handled in several situations, so I ended up editing those awesome gameplay rounds and streaks to YouTube, and you can see those here. I don't really have a lot of negatives to say about this rifle other than sometimes I feel like the burst fire weapons behave a bit odd compared to how you'd expect. It's a bit difficult to explain, but I just have a feeling that they weren't behaving as a burst fire rifle should. It pays off if you are an accurate player and precise with your shots, able to take those headshots and just put them on a wall to display to your friends. But if you miss an entire burst, you could be in trouble, but the high fire rate kinda makes up for this a bit. It took me some time getting used to the M16A4, but because I had just found a bunch of DMRs, I was already in the zone, and once I started treating it like a DMR at range and a assault rifle at medium close range, I was taking people down with ease. I'm still baffled that the M416 doesn't hold the title as the fastest reload and easy to control combination with a great RPM. I thought the M416 was the best in that case. But by really digging into the stats of the M16A4 and comparing it to the other assault rifles made me realize just how many great things this rifle has got going for it. And I really should start using it more than I already have. It needs more love. I know a lot of you out there might already know these things, but I haven't noticed it at all, even though I spend a lot of time at Simthic every time I try out a weapon just to get a good idea of what kind of weapon it is. I know that the M16A4 is quite the popular burst fire rifle out there, but when you think about the amount of M416 users compared to M16A4 users, it seems a bit odd. The burst fire does take some time getting used to compared to having the fully automatic M416 that you can burst at your own desire, but once you master the M16A4, you'll be in heaven just wrecking those filthy enemy players that doesn't know what kind of shit they're in once you spot them. Overall, I really like this weapon, and it's my go-to choice when it comes to burst-fire weapons. Kinda wish we had more of those, but treat it like a DMR and it will treat you as a friend. And man, I'm still baffled at the fact that it's a faster reload than the M416 with better recoil. Just awesome. But that's it for this time, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of the M16A4 rifle or just burst-fire rifles in general, how you run them and what attachments you use. I know my choices seems out of place, but that's the setup that worked best for me. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more and future content on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.